My name is Charles Witt.
Okay, Charles.
I'm a terminally ill cancer patient. I've been diagnosed with cancer for about 8 years. I've had a brain surgery. The only relief that I've found so far from all of my other symptoms, the brain, the cancer, they've given me all these opiate drugs, and I forget what they call them. It makes you rest, makes you relax.
Sedative?
Pardon me?
A sedative?
Yes, different sedatives. Some injectable and some not. But the bottom point I'm trying to get at, this is all just, it's all killing me quicker than what I should be dying. And the marijuana helps me. It relieves the pain, the stress. I came across this collective marijuana in Signal Hill, and they're the only clinic that supplies me with adequate marijuana for free. I can go down the street and buy it for money, but you know, I need these people. I rely on them. And if you close them down, where am I going to go? Excuse me. I think that's all I have to say.
We appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
My name is Doris Johnson, and I am a medical cannabis patient. I'm from San Leandro, California. I come to Harborside to get medical cannabis because I have stage 3 lung cancer, and I get nauseated. I had cancer once before in 2000, colon cancer, but I overcame that, and now it's this, so that's basically about. I have grandchildren, and basically that's it. I'm married. I'm 64. This time, when they diagnosed me with the lung cancer, it's like stage 3, so they couldn't do the surgery. So I went for the chemo and the radiation, but I have a problem with nausea, and they were giving me all these different nausea pills that just wasn't doing it. Even when I went to take the chemo, they had to put some special stuff in my bag. So I'm prone to nausea. And so the nurse told me, one of the nurses told me, she said, you know, you might want to try some medical cannabis. When I take my medicine, my medical cannabis, I feel like I can eat. I have a problem with eating. I feel lifted, and I feel that I can get through the day. I came to Harborside. I was shocked because I wasn't expecting it to be so professional. I really wasn't. I thought, you know, I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, my experience with Harborside has been nothing but positive. Nothing but positive. And believe me, I don't give statements and things like that. But this is important to me. I would say, President Obama, I voted for you. I respect you, and I trust you. And I know that you will do the right thing. You may have to evolve into doing the right thing. But there was another issue that I saw you were against, and you evolved into it because you saw the world through your daughter's eyes, and you know but anyway, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I need this to keep me well, to keep me going. I have grandchildren. I want to kind of spend as much time, and I don't want to spend my time in bed, okay? So please help us. There's many more like me, and I just want to take a stand to say, help us. Don't do this to us. We don't want to go back out on the street looking for help. We need help, and you can do this for us. And I'm an older woman. I can't be going looking for this stuff, you know, so help me. Help us.
I'm Henry J. Sislewski Jr. I have AIDS for 3 years now. I've had HIV 20 years, probably 24. Through the use of cannabis, I've reduced the amount of scripts I take from 13 to 6 in a year. I've not had to use a cane on a regular basis anymore. My neuropathy has improved to the point it's not only tolerable, but more than tolerable. I'm not having to take pain medication for it. That leaves me dazed and confused, and honestly, makes it more difficult to walk because I'm dizzy. You know, I have high blood pressure, herpes. The medications I take for that cause problems. Degenerative disc disease is one of them. I'm not having to take pain meds for that anymore, thanks to cannabis-infused tincture. I've had a rec for a year, but I've actually been smoking it with the intent that, and the knowledge that would help medically for 10 years. For 10 years. We didn't have an option to smoke cannabis legally in Ohio. That was why I moved. I'm not taking 4 psych meds anymore. I take 1. Those have side effects too, that I don't have to deal with. I don't want to. I went from 189 pounds to 114 pounds in about 3 months. Lost so much weight, I couldn't walk. I couldn't get to the bathroom in time because my prosthetic didn't fit. I started smoking more marijuana. I'm eating more. I started putting weight in. I got up to 145 pounds and then felt fat. I'm not afraid, you know, that is big. Well, not big, but better than 189, but certainly better than 114. I looked like walking death. I really did. And I felt like it. It's changed my life for the better.
Hello, my name is Gary, and I'm a medical marijuana patient. What it does for me is I have a pretty bad case of psoriasis. Psoriasis is a disease of the autoimmune system whereby the instructions tell the cells to keep building. A normal person sheds their outer layer of skin about once a month or every 30 days. And with people with psoriasis, it happens like every 3 days. So you're just constantly shedding skin. They have light therapies for it and other types of therapies where you take drugs, but they're pretty hard on the system, and they certainly won't give them to you without being able to monitor what it's doing to your system. Without insurance, I had few options. The medical marijuana relieves the constant itching quite a bit and any pain associated with it. And it just makes things a lot more bearable. Anyways, that's my story. And I've started a site where people can share their stories, either with a written word or if you want to make a YouTube video, or anyways you want to do it. But I'd like to hear how medical marijuana has helped you. And anyway, that's about it. Like I said, this is Gary on July 25th, 2011. Hope to hear from you. Bye-bye.
As a burn survivor, I can't smoke, I can't inhale, I had inhalation issues, so I eat it and use it topically. If I don't have my medication, I start to fall apart. I was here a long time. This was home away from home. I remember one of the first times I took a shower on my own. I bled so much. I remember crying, thinking, is this what it's going to be like for the rest of my existence? Bleeding every time I take a shower. I call it the car wash because it has nice warm water here. They bring you in on the gurney. It's going to be a bloody mess. They wash you down, they debris you, which means they're taking off all of the scar tissue so that you won't get an infection under. My body was rejecting the morphine, which was the only thing that was really working, right? So he goes, well, we can try this. What do you think about getting friends to bring you in this, this, and this? Shocked the living you-know-what out of me, right? After about 2 weeks, and I've got some friends to bring me in cookies and brownies, he comes in with a big old chart and list and goes off of the fact that diastolic and contracture levels, my blood pressure and contracture levels for my body had dropped significantly. And that was good. You know, he was glad to see this. When you guys cash your checks at the end of this month, who pays it? Whose account is that coming out of? Federal or state? Because if it's coming out of the state, you guys are not following your constituents. I stand here with people that are hurting and dying, and you guys are not helping us out. You guys have been hurting people for 10 years straight, just waiting like snakes to bite us in the butt.
It isn't right that we're being put through this kind of political bullshit. Excuse the language, but it's true. We're just asking for a safe, simple method of being able to take care of our bodies.
We get you to state your name for the record.
Rudy Reyes, running for 2nd District County Board of Supervisors. I'm running, as you guys all know. I'm looking for that fair and honest election. Are you guys afraid that someone like me might win and de-seat one of you incumbents that's been on this seat now for 12 years? I decided the best I could do was run for that position. And then with my, we'll call fire or burn or need, other people started to follow and realize, yeah, this guy's the guy.